The Group F- found that more than 150 universities and more than 200 local governments across the country are paying lobbying firms that also work for the fossil fuel industry. In 2017, trustees of Johns Hopkins University voted to divest from coal, signaling that renewable energy was the future. And in 2018, the city of Baltimore sued ExxonMobil and other fossil fuel companies for damages related to climate change. That lawsuit is still moving through the court system. But James Browning says there's one problem.
Hopkins shares lobbyists with 7 fossil fuel companies. 2 of those companies have coal operations.
And then there's the city of Baltimore.
One thing we found was that it's suing ExxonMobil, among other companies, but the city's own lobbying firm actually has ExxonMobil as a client.
A review of the Maryland Lobbying Registration's website shows Browning's right. A former lobbyist in Annapolis, Browning is now the executive director of F-, a national nonprofit that aims to expose which lobbying firms are working double duty, working to advance the goals of the fossil fuel industry while also representing those that want to reduce the effects of climate change. He says when Hopkins and Baltimore choose to use these lobbying firms, they provide cover for the less desirable fossil fuel companies.
If you're a lobbyist in Annapolis and your only client is ExxonMobil, some other oil and gas company, you are going to get a lot of doors closed in your face. But if you can land some prestigious clients like Johns Hopkins University, like the city of Baltimore, it's a different story.
Browning says Hopkins and Baltimore, as well as dozens of other Maryland institutions doing the same thing, have another option.
If they stood up and said, we're not going to work with fossil fuel lobbyists anymore, that would matter.
The I-Team requested interviews with Johns Hopkins University and with Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott, but both declined. A spokesperson for Johns Hopkins University says in a statement that the university supports the most aggressive climate change legislation in Maryland, adding, in 2009, the university set a goal to reduce greenhouse gas emissions 51% by 2025, which we exceeded several years early through the largest renewable energy agreement in the state of Maryland. A statement from the mayor's office says that most legislative work is handled by city staff, adding, the city holds outside counsel and lobbyists to the highest ethical standard, and at this point in time, there is not any concern regarding work other professionals at these firms who are not directly contracted by the city are engaged in. Browning had this to say.
The good things that City of Baltimore, Johns Hopkins might be doing on climate, small research programs, recycling, efficiency, those are little rocks on the good side of the scale. But if you look at these oil and gas clients like ExxonMobil, like the Coke companies, like the American Petroleum Institute, those are like boulders on the other side of the scale.
Browning compares it to big tobacco several decades ago. As soon as public opinion forced lobbyists to cut ties with big tobacco, much of their power faded.
So the way to change Annapolis, the way to do better on climate is to demand lobbyists who don't work against climate, who don't work for fossil fuel interests.
And you can find the link to the F- website and search Maryland institutions yourself right now on the WBAL TV app. For the 11 News I-Team, I'm Tolly Taylor.